What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another video from 3 Men in the Basement. I'm ChinMo, and Terrificon just happened. Terrificon 2025 10-year anniversary at Mohegan Sun, and what a year it was. Whew, it was far and away, I think, it definitely was the busiest I've ever been at a convention, and that's a good thing. I was happy about it. It was fantastic. I'm going to hop into it. I'm going to talk all about it here. Before I do, I got to do all this stuff. Thumbs up, because, who doesn't love a good thumbs up there? Notification bell for when we drop these videos like this. And then on this one, leave a comment. Were you at Terrificon? Did you have fun? Did you enjoy it? Did you not like it? What happened down there? Tell me all about it. And also in this video, you're going to see some stuff that I picked up. Let me know how I did. Let me know what you thought. And then, as always, subscribe right down below. It's right there, little button right down there, because we tend to do a lot of fun stuff on this channel between live shows, pre-recorded. If you watch any of our Terrificon stuff, we go live every year from the lobby. This year we did my floor. It was great. I don't know exactly when this video is dropping, but we may have already done a live recap show. We may not have. It should be coming soon if it hasn't come out yet. So yeah, look for that as well, because it's not going to be just me talking. It's going to be Otto, hopefully Dave, hopefully Roger, maybe some other people. I don't know. You can kind of get everybody's perspective on it. As far as this video goes, I am going to show you the stuff that I picked up and got, because that's just always kind of cool to talk about. Before that, though, I kind of just want to talk about the show a little bit in general. Like I said, this was far and away the busiest I've ever been at a con. Yeah, we get in there on Thursday to kind of set up, get everything going, which we did. We set up the booth. Everything was great. Also, I don't know if anybody's watching this. Shout out to our neighbors. They were all fantastic this year. They were great people, super friendly, some awesome artists around us. It was awesome. So we did that, got that set up. But then once that show started on Friday, I was go, 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 nonstop. And actually, you know what? I will be honest, I had a slight medical issue all weekend that was not fun to deal with. Powered through. Good to say I'm good to go now, which is awesome. So that did, slow me down a bit, but I had an absolute blast all weekend. And it was Terrificon. I'm going to give a shout out to my buddy Chris. Chris, congratulations. He's getting married in October. His bachelor party was down there, so I got to see him, a bunch of my other buddies, meet a bunch of new people as well. And then between that, the show, the channel, and then I also got to moderate a Kevin Eastman panel, which I think is on the channel. Maybe not. I'm not positive. If it's not, it hopefully will be. I believe Otto recorded it along with other people. So hopefully there's 1 or 2 videos, I don't know, which I'll talk about more in a little bit. So there was a lot on the docket this year. And you guys are just going to hear me ramble for a few minutes, so bear with me. But yeah, so there was a ton going on, and I'm going to take it really quick day by day for you. I don't want to make this video too long, because I picked up a lot of cool art. Not a ton of books. Got a lot of signatures. I didn't have a lot of time to dig. Actually, I had almost no time to dig. But I picked up a lot of amazing art. I did pick up a couple books, which is awesome, which I'll talk about. I'm looking at them like they're right over there. But then, I'm going to take it day by day. Thursday, got in there, set up. Had a blast, kind of. I always think it's Thursday's kind of the chill hangout night with everybody that is there. It's great. If you haven't done it before, think about coming Thursday night. It's fun. It's a lot more laid back and easy going. It's a fun time. Because then Friday, show starts. Doesn't start 12:30 whenever the doors open. But I was go, go, go. Usually I'm always at the booth for a show, and I know Dave, the brother, his family usually comes on Saturday, and he likes to walk around and do stuff with his family, which is awesome. So I asked him if he would stay at the booth mostly on Friday while I go get my signatures and pick up my art and everything else, while kind of jumping back and forth. And he said, yeah, absolutely covered. So thank you, Dave. Thank you, Roger. Otto, I'm told you may have been there. I don't know. But if you guys came to the booth, I wasn't really there on Friday. I was out doing just a ton of stuff, and I was very happy to say I got almost every single thing on my list done, and it was a pretty expansive list. You'll see all the signatures and stuff that I picked up, and it made for quite a Friday. But It was go, go, go. I did not stop. And, it's Terrificon. Show doesn't actually stop when the doors close. I mean, everybody's out. We had dinner. There's parties. Everyone's at the casino. Everyone's at the bars. It's just a blast. And that's every night. That's not just Friday nights. Friday, Saturday, even Thursday, sometimes Sunday too. Yeah, so Friday was a nonstop go, which was great. And then Saturday was the day that I was at the booth. But like I said, I was kind of dealing with a medical issue that wasn't great. But I, powered through, got it done. I did get a little bit of stuff done on Saturday, which was nice. I think I picked up the last signature that I needed because I couldn't because the person wasn't there till Saturday. I also got to talk with Kevin Eastman quite a bit before the panel. Him and his wife, Courtney, who are both just amazingly lovely people. And it was great. Talked to them for a little while. And then actually another shout out to Very Gary Comics, guys. He did a private signing with Eastman that that Saturday night. And he asked me if I had some stuff, which I did for some friends. Some friends of mine had some stuff. So I went in and Gary let me go with him to help out. And I mean, we got to hang out. I'm sure there's pictures and stuff somewhere, but we got to hang out and just kind of talk with Eastman, which again, I've met him before. If you guys have watched the channels, don't lie, I'm a big Turtles fan. I'm a big Eastman fan. He's really the only artist I collect, which is pretty cool. So to have that extra time on top of the time I knew I was going to have the next day, and I've already had, was pretty awesome. So that was great. Even got to walk. Actually, he was on my floor. I actually met him coming down to the show on Saturday in the elevator. Just happy coincidence, which was cool. But yeah, that was kind of the Saturday, because then after that, I was late to the 3MIB show, which we do every year. Ironically enough, it was on my floor. So, but I was the last one there, but it was great because I showed up and it was just a ton of people, as always. There's definitely pictures of that. I mean, there's the actual video. Go back, watch the live. And I just love, there's so much fun. There's such a blast hanging out with everybody, because then after everybody ends up going out anyway and doing other stuff, and it's just an awesome time. It's maybe my favorite part of the whole weekend. Whenever we do a live show from floor, it's just a blast. They're loud and they're crazy, but they're an absolute blast. And then, rest of the night you're out. I was hanging out with a bunch of people, having a great time. And then Sunday was the day that I was very excited, a little nervous about, but I got to moderate the panel with Kevin Eastman. I thought it went pretty well, I think. Everybody said it went pretty well. He's just an amazing guy. He's such a cool dude that, I mean, I talked to him many times beforehand and throughout that weekend as well. And it was very laid back. He answered a bunch of my questions, a couple personal questions I had, and then just very kind of generic turtle questions as well. And then, went to a nice audience Q&A, which he was gracious enough. I bought a stack of books, maybe, I don't know, 15 or so books of his covers, turtles and stuff like that, that he graciously signed. And we anybody that asked a question got a book, and then him and his team donated a couple t-shirts and a hat and stuff like that too. So we were able to give away something to just about everybody that asked a question, which was awesome. And it was a super fun time. It was very surreal as a big Eastman Turtles fan to, be able to sit down and moderate a panel with him in a room full of about 100 people or so, and just kind of talk to one of my all-time favorite artists. It's about something I love, that he loves, everybody else in the room loves. And it was really surreal. I'm definitely not doing it justice, just because I really don't know how to put it into words. And it was just an amazing time. It was great. He actually, even after the fact, later in that day, towards the end of the show, he told me to come by his booth, and because I talked to him beforehand a little bit, and he did a sketch for me, which I will show you later in this video when we go over to the hall section of it. But yeah, it was just so damn cool. I loved it. It was such a good time. And then, I mean, other than the panel on Sunday, there's also, we're at the booth. Me, Roger, Dave, Otto, we are, we're promoting the channel, but we're also, we sold a handful of stuff throughout the weekend too. And I didn't want to carry any of that home. So I, the rest of the day was kind of shopping my stuff around to sell, which luckily, we cleared out the booth. It was great. And that all goes towards more stuff to buy that we want. I will say, I talked to many people during the weekend. I was trying to purchase a Kevin Eastman original cover. I came very close to purchasing it. This is now the second time that one of his team members actually bought a piece of art right before I did. which I think is just kind of funny. And it's okay. You know, at the moment, I was like, you know, I wanted that, but I'm also okay not spending that crazy amount of money on that cover. You know, and if it wasn't meant to be, it wasn't meant to be. I'll, you know, hopefully find another one down the road. And now I have money to put towards other stuff I want between other artists and more books and stuff. So it worked out very happily, which was great. And you know, it's just an awesome time. I don't want to go into too many stories. There's so many stories, but this is already going to be a long video. And if it hasn't already, you guys are going to see me talk about a bunch of this stuff on our live recap. I think it's already happened. I don't know. If not, it's happening soon. So be on the lookout for that. Hit that notification bell so when we do it, it's going to probably either be a Wednesday or a Friday night. But yeah, I'll talk more about, you know, the actual show and everything like that. Right now, why don't we just hop over to me in another room showing off some cool stuff. I will apologize. I am moving a bunch of stuff around right now. So where I usually record and haul stuff is just boxes and stuff everywhere. So I apologize for the mess. But yeah, let's just cut over to me doing that. What's going on, everyone? I apologize for the mess in the background. I am in the process of moving a bunch of books and everything else around. So there's just a bunch of random stuff back there, which you'll probably see a little bit more of in a little bit. But I do want to show off some of the awesome stuff I picked up at Terrificon 2025. And I'm just going to jump right into it because, as usual, there's more than I thought there was. I'm going to start with the stuff I brought with me to get signed when I got down there. And I'm actually going to start with these, some Star Wars cards. If you guys watch my Heroes Con video, I've been trying to get as many of these signed as I can from the artists, because a lot of them are more famous comic artists, like this one by Howard Chaykin. He was nice enough to sign that for me. And then I got not one, but two of these signed by the one and only Mr. Walt Simonson. Right on the back there. There he is. So I was able to add, well, I mean, three, but technically two to the collection, which is awesome. So started off with those, adding to the pile, which I think I'm up to a good amount now. I'm going to keep adding more as I go. But let's jump right into the books. You know, sticking with Walt Simonson, let's go with this one right here. Thor 337, first Beta Ray Bill, iconic cover, iconic signature. Who doesn't love the dinosaur signature? I've met Walt before, an amazing guy, such a cool, laid-back guy, so cool. His wife, Wheezy, also just an absolute sweetheart. And as always, he was an absolute gentleman, was very gracious to sign all three things for me. And he actually did something else for me too, which I'll show a little bit later on. But yeah, first book up, 337, first Beta Ray Bill. Next book is actually a book. I actually have a couple copies of this because I love the character. And when I found out that Steve Englehart was going to be there, I had to get a copy of Green Lantern Corps 201, first appearance of Kilowog, signed by him. I like that he kind of split it up between the logo, didn't kind of go over it, which is awesome. So yeah, awesome character, very awesome guy. Got to talk to him for a little bit about Kilowog, as well as some of the other characters that he's created, like Star-Lord. So that was pretty cool. Move these off of here. The next two kind of go together. So you know what? I'm just gonna, you know what? No, I'll do one and one here. But I got double signed X-Men 239, first cover appearance of Mr. Sinister. Double signed, you can see there in the silver and the gold, by Chris Claremont and Mark Silvestri. I will put a picture up of me. I think I got a picture with me and Silvestri because they both signed on in that one. But if you get the first cover, you got to get the first appearance of Mr. Sinister. X-Men 221, double signed, Silvestri, Claremont. So awesome. I'm going to put the picture up right now. But yeah, awesome guy. Waited a little bit in line, but that was okay. I'm actually going to shout out Noah, Broke Boy Comics. He's the one that actually let me use his VIP pass, and I was able to skip the line on Claremont. So thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. But yeah, awesome two books. Great character, and they were both super awesome to talk to. First time meeting Silvestri. Third, fourth, fifth, I don't know. A couple times meeting Claremont. But as you guys know, he's a bit of a talker, and I'm sure I probably already told the story a little bit, but got to talk to him about Gambit, my all-time favorite character, which is always awesome. Yeah, so got these two to add to the collection, which is great. Next up, I kind of have it's 5 books that kind of go together from one of my favorite artists ever. I've always just been a fan of him, but I got to meet and talk with Mr. Scott Collins, who signed Flash Secret Files and Origins #3, which is technically the first appearance of Hunter Zolomon, Zoom 2, second Reverse Flash, however you want to say it, but an awesome character, awesome art with an awesome book. And if I had him sign that, I had him sign the whole actual first real appearance with that amazing cover. Signed it right down the bottom for me. And I didn't have him just sign the one. I had him 197. He signed 198 for me. 199. And 200. So he signed the entire run for me, which was awesome. Such a cool guy. Awesome books. I'm going to go backwards as I pick them up here to show you guys. He also did something else for me, which again, I will show in a little bit. But I love these covers. I love this run by Jeff Johns and Scott Collins. If you've never read it, can't recommend it enough. He just is one of my favorite artists. The way he kind of captures Flash and the speed and just his work in general. I mean, who doesn't love that cover? Look at that cover. Get the glare off of there for you guys. Look at that thing. Such a cool cover. But yep, I had to get all of those signed by him, which was awesome. Super nice guy too. And we'll talk a little bit more about him shortly when I show another piece. And you know what? Sticking with the Flash, right there, this is a project book I've been working on for a while. I'm trying to get as many Flash writers and artists as possible to sign it. And when he was signing the other books, Scott Collins was nice enough to sign this one for me as well, to add him onto there, which is awesome. So just another signature on this long project that I've been working on and will continue to work on. So happy to add another signature on there. And then speaking of adding signatures, this one I gotta take out of the bag. There's the bag, but the Turtles 100 Skyline variant, which if you guys have watched any of my videos, you've probably seen this before, just full of signatures. And I was able to add 2 more because the back is now filling up as well. But I was able to, right down there in blue, it's a little shiny, but Roberto Ramos. And then right there, actually big in gold, which is awesome, is Courtney Eastman, who is Kevin's wife. And I'm sure I've already talked about it in this video, but an absolute amazing person, super nice. She was such a fun time. She was so cool, but she was nice enough to sign this book for me. So 2 more signatures added into this. I think I'm up to close to 40 now between the back and the front here, but adding more and more. Going to continue to get more as it goes. So yeah, so there's one more of the project books I've been doing. Actually, to continue with the Turtles, it's not really a project book, but I have a TMNT #4 second print that Eastman here was, Kevin Eastman was very kind enough to draw a little remarked turtle and signed along with Mike Dooney. If you guys can't see, Mike Dooney right there also did a little turtle head and remark for me because he actually did the cover of this book. So it was great to get this double sign and add it into the collection. I love this cover. I mean, you guys know I love the Turtles, so this is a no-brainer to get signed. And you're actually going to see a little bit more from actually both Kevin and Michael in a little bit, but they were both very gracious enough to sign this book for me. And then, not the last of the signatures, but the last of the project books for this video at least, is my Justice League Adventures #1. I was able to add in Carl Lumley, John Jones himself, the Martian Manhunter. I am now down to 2 signatures left. I just have to get Superman and Hawkgirl, and then I will have all 7 members of what may very well be my favorite animated cartoon of all time. If you've never watched it, do yourself a favor. It's on HBO. But yeah, I was very pumped. Very, very chill guy. Very down there. It's so nice. Took time to talk with everybody. It was an absolute pleasure meeting him. So was very happy to get this signed. Next book up is Booster Gold 23. Great Superman Booster Gold cover. Love this run. I mean, I love Booster Gold, one of my all-time favorite characters. And if you're looking at this, you're like, hey, that's not signed. Well, it actually is, and I'm going to go ahead and flip it open here. If you watched my Heroes Con video, you know I picked up a page, this page, down at Heroes Con from the one and only Dan Jurgens. He was able to sign the page for me this time now. But yeah, I own the originals to this page with Booster Gold punching through a duplicate, almost like a Metallo version of him, Robot, with Superman down in the corner, you know, getting a little sick from the kryptonite. But yeah, I was finally able to get the page signed. I had the page, so now I have the page signed. So that's going to look pretty cool when I get it framed eventually. So he was nice enough to sign that for me. And kind of sticking with that same motif here, I was able to get Turtles 82 signed by Dave Watcher. Again, not signed on the cover, but if you flip it open, I forget exactly what the page is, guys, but it's... I almost bought that page, but I ended up buying... Hold on, it's right here. I own this page from Dave Watcher. Give me a little zoom in here. Sorry for the glare, but he signed it right at the top for me. But if you go back to, I think, GraniteCon video from last year, I picked up this page from him back then. So I was now able to get it signed by him. So that was pretty awesome. Not only did he sign that one for me, he also signed issue 83, the mammoth there on the cover. Flip open to the page here. I apologize, you guys just get to see me flipping through some awesome art. But it's right here. I actually also own this page, which is also in that GraniteCon video. You can see his signature right up there. It's got all 4 turtles with Mammoth going through the doors from a different angle. It's actually the first original page I ever bought. So it was pretty cool that I had that signed. So, yeah. It was nice enough to sign both of those for me. And actually, in that same thing, really the only book I bought at Terrificon was this one right here. TMNT number 59. It is a bit of a key. It's the first cover of Jennika before she becomes a turtle, fighting Alopex. And it's a book I do have, and it's not signed on the front of the thing, but if you flip it open, there's a page right here. I'll zoom in here a little bit for you guys. Of a bunch of splinter panels, which is awesome. And you can kind of see that kind of silver signature right near his tail. There we go. This is a page that I actually bought from Dave at Terrificon, and I will show off in a little bit. But I'm a big fan of his art, and when he had that there for the price, and he actually gave me a discount because I got something else from him, couldn't say no. So I had to go out, find the book, went digging really quick, and picked up the book for him to sign along with the page. So yeah, the only actual book I think I bought at Terrificon. Yeah, there we go. I'm actually going to show off one other book. Actually, it is Turtles. I didn't buy it though, so it's not like I actually bought it down there. This was actually given to me as a gift. Super shiny, so sorry about that glare, but awesome Purple Rain cover with Raph on the motorcycle, April in the background there. But shout out to Planet Mayhem Comics. Thanks, Jesse. Appreciate it, man. He was nice enough. He got this book. I'm not sure where, but he gave it to me. He knows I'm a big Turtles guy, so awesome, super shiny cover. Who doesn't love shiny, you know? But no, I really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Awesome book to have, so thank you. So really, technically I got 2 books down there. So yeah, I got one more thing. It's not really a book, but it's the Terrificon program. 10-year anniversary of Mohegan Sun, which is awesome. Congrats, Mitch. Do an awesome job. Can't wait for the more years to come with it. But I pick these up at every show I go to. Again, sorry about that glare, guys. Just kind of what I'm working with right now. But I pick these up at every show, kind of as a memento, if they have them. Same thing like my lanyard or wristband. I always keep them. But what's pretty awesome about this book is what's inside. There's kind of a comic of Captain Terrificon with some amazing art by George Deep. So not only did I get the one copy, I got another one. And if you flip it open, literally the first page, I had George sign it for me, because I'm going to go ahead and zoom in here for you guys. Some familiar faces there if you take a close look. He put me in the book. How cool is that? Focus on that. There we go. And not only me, he's got Roger highlighting this guy, and he's got Otto down here. How cool is that? Awesome art by an awesome guy. I mean, how was I not going to have him sign this for me? So, actually, and you'll see a little bit, I did a little bit more than just have him sign it, which is pretty cool. But yeah, thank you, George, because this is so cool. I've never been put into a book before. And yeah, just awesome. So thank you, man. Appreciate it. And with all of that, let's go ahead and move into the art, because there's a lot of art. All right, guys, so let's just go ahead and jump into the art part of it now, because there is a fair amount of it. I'm going to start with the 2 pages that I already kind of talked about. But the first one up is this TMNT page from Dave Watcher. If you guys have seen other videos, I'm a big TMNT fan, but I love Dave's art. I first picked up a piece from him back at GraniteCon last year. Actually, I picked up 3 pieces from him, and he had this one. I couldn't say no to it. It's got Splinter. I love the way he draws Splinter in almost every panel. So cool. He signed it for me right down the bottom there. So yeah, and I apologize for this glare, guys. It's the best I can do right now. But I'm going to be kind of just sticking a bunch of stuff up here. But yeah, TMNT issue 59. If you get the exact page, I think it's page 12. There we go. It's right down the bottom. But yeah, just another awesome piece to add to my original art collection. And then sticking with a page that I bought, you kind of saw it in the program, but I picked up the page from George Deep. How am I not going to pick up a page where I'm drawn into the panel? I mean, come on. Roger over there, Otto's down there. So yeah, he signed the book for me, but then I had to pick up the original art as well. He actually had it as a package deal with this and the colors. Otto got the colors, I got the pencils, which I'm perfectly okay with, because this is amazing work, and I love this. This is so cool. But yeah, those were the 2 pages that I picked up down there, and I couldn't be happy about it. So cool, and he even signed it for me right down there. So thank you, George. Amazing work. Such an awesome guy. Again, guys, his IG and stuff will be right down in the description below, so please check him out. All right, next up actually isn't a piece of original art. Well, kind of is, but it is actually a print. Look at this print. It looks like a full painting, which is crazy. But this is from David Wenzel, who did the original Hobbit graphic novel back in the 80s. He did a piece for me last year of Smog, and I regretted not picking up one of these amazing prints, because not only is it a print, but as you can see right down there, he does a little pencil drawing of Smog. So it's a print with original art on it, signs it right over there. I had to pick this up. I mean, how cool is that? Look how good that looks. And again, sorry for the glare, but it's so damn nice. But yeah, had to pick that up. That's one of the few prints I think I'm definitely gonna have to frame. But while I was there talking with him, not only did I pick up that print from him, but since he did a Smog for me last year, this year, he did a Gollum. Look at that Gollum. Look how creepy he looks. Put the ring in there and everything. Signed it right down the bottom. Not only did he do this amazingly well, and actually pretty quick as well, but he's so criminally undervalued as an artist. He does it so cheap. These were criminally affordable, what he did this for me for. So thank you, David. If you are watching this, thank you so much. I'm a big fan of your work. I mean, I've already told you this. I've already talked to him quite a bit about it. But he did a Gollum for me. And I figured, why not kind of complete a trio? Because he did a Smog for me last year, the Gollum here. I had him do a self-portrait as well. No, he did this awesome Gandalf for me as well. Signed it down the bottom. I mean, just look at the detail on the staff alone. Just all pencils. The mountains in the background. So cool. I mean, like I said, guys, I'm a big Lord of the Rings Hobbit fan. So to have these in my collection, I eventually want to frame the three of them with these two with the smog. Maybe put them over or under the print or something. I got to display them in a cool way, but I mean, look how good that looks. Both of them, just so damn cool. So yeah, those were two other pieces I picked up, which is awesome. And I'm gonna kind of continue right along here because there's a lot more to go through, guys. Actually, you know what? Let me clear these off first. Hold on. All right, kind of going through. You saw some books and a couple cards he signed for me, but Walt Simonson, Beta Ray Bill, he did this right at the booth for me. Get a little closer for you guys there. How cool is that? I mean, it even looks kind of creepy with it too, that horse face. With the awesome Dino Sig. Again, all very, very under, very affordable for what he charges. And all goes to the Heroes Initiative, which is a great cause. So he did a Throg for me, was it last year or the year before? I can't remember. But he did this awesome Beta Ray Bill for me. Very happy. It's going to look great next to the signed copy of Thor 337. So yeah, right there. Beta Ray Bill done by the creator himself, Walt Simonson. All right, next up is, I guess it's the last of like the bigger pieces, like size-wise, I would say. But you saw I got all the Flash books signed by Scott Collins, so I had to get a piece from him. He did a Flash versus Zoom, running/fighting after each other. I did talk to him beforehand, like a month or two beforehand, and commissioned this. I picked it up at the show, and I could not be happier. I mean, look at this thing. Honestly, the camera doesn't do it justice of how just damn cool it looks. His gray tones and everything with the lightning and everything in the background, it's so damn awesome. But yeah, he did that for me. I was actually with Uncle Frank when I picked it up, and he had it behind his booth, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's mine. And Frank thought I was talking about the little one, and then when I was like, no, that big one on top, even Frank was kind of like, oh, wow, okay. Because this thing in person is just incredible. So one of my favorite artists doing just an incredible piece for me. Couldn't have been happier. So yeah, that was the last of like the bigger size-wise pieces, because I also picked up a few more. I do love Flash, but I also love Booster Gold. Kevin Maguire, who did a lot of Justice League work, especially the Justice League International, hit him up beforehand. He actually didn't finish it until the show, but it worked out just great because he threw in Skeets for me. Skeets up there with Booster Gold. I kind of love just the black and white with that classic kind of smug arms crossed pose. So Kevin Maguire did this awesome Booster Gold for me to add to the collection. I got a good amount of boosters now, which is awesome, which is kind of the goal. So very happy with that piece. So thank you, Kevin. And then kind of moving along with those pieces, you already saw that I got a page from him, but I also picked up a commission. So this commission I actually paid for back in February through his website, and everything kind of kept going. I saw he was going to be at Terrificon, so I messaged him, just said, could you bring us to Terrificon? He said, no problem. So Dave watched her, did an amazing Casey Jones. Look at that thing. That looks printed on there. But such an amazing job on this. He actually also did a piece for Comic CT. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I believe it's on his IG. Did an amazing Ghost Rider. We picked him up at the same time, and we were both absolutely ecstatic with the work he did. So this thing is just so damn cool. But yeah, Dave Watcher doing an amazing Casey Jones for me. I've got a good amount of his art, and honestly, it's probably not going to be the last piece I pick up from him. I'm going to probably keep getting pieces from him. Next up, kind of sticking with the Turtles and Casey Jones, trying to get as many Turtles artists to do Casey Jones for me as possible. You saw I had him sign a book for me earlier, but the one and only Michael Dooney. And the best part about this is, I mean, yeah, it's an incredible piece of art. I did commission him beforehand. As I went to pick it up, he goes, actually, I upgraded you for free, because he handed it to me. And I asked just for Casey Jones, but as you can notice, he threw in Raphael as well. So Casey and Raph, 2 for 1. He said, how can you not have the two of them together? And I couldn't disagree with him. So this amazing piece, again, very, very, I don't want to say cheap, but like for what the piece that he handed me and what I paid, absolutely worth it. Michael does a ton of shows in the New England area, so if you ever have a show with him, by all means, check him out. Actually, because he did such a cool piece with this and he upgraded me for free, I couldn't just get that. So he had a bunch of sketch cards there as well. So I also picked up this awesome Casey sketch card that he did. So very, very cool. So just another piece of art I got from him, which is awesome. Adding to the Casey collection. All right, and last but not least, you probably heard me talk about it a bunch, but it was a very Turtles-centric weekend for me. But Kevin Eastman, I was able to do his panel, got to talk to him at a signing beforehand, kind of all through the weekend. Met him many times. One of my favorite people I've ever met at a convention, just one of the nicest people, not even at a convention, just in general. And, I got to talk to him a lot one-on-one, which was incredible. And I talked to him about how I'm getting as many, Turtles artists to do Casey. And he said, do you have one for me? And I said, I don't. He said, bring it by the booth at the end of the weekend. And he did a Casey Jones. The creator himself, creator of Casey Jones, did this for me, which he was so nice about it. I mean, again, nicest guy ever. But I brought him a sketchbook. He opened it up and he just started going and everything. And then even when I thought he's done, he's like, oh, not yet. And he took out that red marker. As you can see, he added that blood in there. Cool as that. But yeah, my favorite artist doing my favorite Turtles character. I'm just going to leave it at that because you probably already heard me talk enough about all this stuff. And I'm going to talk about it more when I cut back over to me in the chair. But yeah, oh my God, I'm just so happy to have this after an amazing weekend. So thank you, Kevin, very much. I doubt you're watching this, but you are. Thank you so much to you and Courtney and your whole team. They were such awesome people, and this was such an awesome cherry on top of an amazing weekend. So thank you. And there you guys go. That's all the pickups and art and books and everything from Terrificon. Let's cut over to me in the chair again. So yeah, there you guys have it. That's everything I picked up. I don't know what it looks like at this time. I hope it looked decent. I know, like I said, that room is kind of a mess right now. So I apologize if the footage wasn't great. And, I actually want to talk about this before I, kind of finish off on Terrificon. I am working on a new way to have video. So it's not just, me sitting here talking to you because, I guess that's fun and all, but, it's a little boring. So I am working on something else. Hopefully, I'm hoping by the next convention I go to, or shortly, that by the end of this year, hopefully, I will have some new formatted videos, and it's not just the same thing over and over again. But I do appreciate you guys sitting here listening to me just babble on about stuff and showing off some fun stuff. But yeah, that was my Terrificon 2025 in a nutshell. Like I said, look out for that live show if it hasn't happened already, which I think it should have by now. But yeah, we're going to be talking more about that. You get everybody's take on it. Picked up some awesome stuff. Leave a comment down below. Were you there? Did you pick up anything? Did you meet anybody? I love hearing stories. I love talking this thing. We all love the same thing. So let's talk about it. But yeah, that is everything for Terrificon 2025 from me. And I will see you guys on the next one.